Hello and welcome to another Toonkind game. God, this one's been in the works for a while. We are sorry for the long break, but life happens. Vwild got hit by a car.
Yay!
But we are finally
No.
here to the finale of Journey to the End. And I am with my wonderful, amazing players if they want to introduce themselves from top to bottom.
Hi, I'm Authenticity, and I'm playing the TikTok chicken. I don't have anything fun to say. That's just it.
Hi, I'm Candlestick, and I'm going to be playing Dr. Crystal Everlight. And I'm sorry, I was slightly distracted. I realized I had not set my spells, so that's me.
Hello, I am Oatmeal, and I'll be playing the Professor. This is gonna be a time. This is gonna be a time.
Fun time. Hi, I'm Whis. I'm playing Selli. Although nobody calls her Selli anymore. Everyone's reverted to calling her by her full name, Celeste, which is a bit interesting.
We know to treat her with respect.
I mean, I would say this is a very professional party, but that's not quite the term I would use for them.
We're professionals at some things, not as a party,
exactly.
Incredible. All right, and that leaves me. Hello, everyone. I have survived car accidents and chaos. I am here. I am alive. I'm in a sealed room in a bunker of unknown location, and I'm Vwild. And I will be playing Detective Lillian Stagehand, who is very, very professional, is going to just be her usual self, because she is. Meanwhile, I'm guarding myself from more trucks.
Yes. And finally, I am Winona, and I will be your DM for this evening. And we are going to start off where we last were off, where after a long rest, where everyone was, not everyone, I should say, because of, TOC and the detective weren't able to go in on the initial spelunking trip. However, they were given magical items to basically bamf their way to the group, when they had time. Meanwhile, Crystal, Selli, and the Professor, along with reformed villain Nathan Summers, did the initial spelunking journey through the cave system that they were giving a map to, and they dive down through river words are hard. Through
Words are hard.
Wet cavern cones, sheer cliffs where there were monsters making nests, and then they dodged some lava and fire slimes, and now they eventually made it to this rest spot where they took the night. I don't remember from last time, but who would be taking the shifts for sleeping?
I don't think we determined it for this particular night.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't.
Who would...
I imagined that they would have figured it out, though.
Yeah. Then who would like to be doing shift when people get bamfed in?
I raise my hand. I know Professor would have at least one shift.
I feel like everyone but Nathan probably would have been given shift.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically, this is to determine who's gonna meet detective and the ticked off chicken first.
Do you want to
roll for it?
Early morning?
Actually, great idea was you three roll off for it.
All right, just D20.
Yep.
All right. Let me find my dice.
Probably not me.
Oh, one sec. Let me find my actual d20 dice. That's a great time roll.
Please, Candle, please get a 7. Roll a 7 right now, and it'd be.
Oh,
Tiebreaker, I guess.
yes, a Whis Oatmeal tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Please get another 5. Please get another 5. It'd be so fucking funny.
3.
Oh!
Still pretty funny.
Person who came in third. So, who's on first? Whis on first.
So yes.
Amazing.
So Selli, you are you're taking the last shift of the quote night, though you can't really tell that because of you're in a cave deep underground.
Mm-hmm.
But you do hear you can't, I don't think you can that caught Mike, but it's like you hear the pop sound of teleportation as the ticked off chicken and detective stagehand suddenly appear, and their magical items that cause them the reverse is a escape rope, basically is dissipates within magical dust.
I think she probably had like a little sewing kit and was maybe fixing some holes in her skirt or whatever from her abysmal efforts at spelunking last time. So she's probably just sort of jumps a little bit at the noise and looks up and then just sort of instantly relaxes. Good evening. Well, good morning, I suppose.
Hi. Good morning, Selli. Good to see you. Sorry we're a little late. Traffic was a nightmare.
It would have gone faster if you had let me yell at people.
True, but at the same time, the road rage from other people gets weird.
Listen, there's only so many ways that someone can ask why I've crossed the road before one loses patience. Selli, would you like help with your sewing?
I think I've almost finished, but thank you.
Why don't you get some rest then? You look like you were at the end of your shift.
Oh, I've already rested. I'm actually the last one to have a go. So.
Excellent. Why don't we hear what's been going on then?
Well, there's been a lot of downward motion, and lava and caverns full of potential creatures. We were fortunate that we didn't disturb them as we made our way through, but it could have gone quite badly had we agitated a nest of some variety.
Not the sort of thing that you want to stay underneath a college, but perhaps that's the problem for a different day.
Yes, a problem for better qualified individuals than I.
We can assemble a group in a tavern at some stage to deal with that. They're very reliable for those sorts of things.
She sort of nods at that.
All right. Well, then we're looking at the last leg of the journey this morning.
Yes. I suppose we could wake the others.
Hold on.
Sounds like
Hold on. I've got this.
do it.
Oh no.
Everyone arises to the sound of a chicken crowing very close and in small quarters.
Do I have one on my soundboard? Oh my god, let me look.
Please do,
Oh,
please do.
I have a duck quack.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus.
that
was
sounds
that?
like that.
It's not a chicken.
What the hell was that?
I'm curious, what was that?
It says rooster. It has a picture of a rooster.
That ain't a rooster.
If that's a rooster, it's bit crushed to hell.
And the sound came out of my speakers, not my headphones.
What?
There we go. That's something
been
better.
gone from a farm for a long time. Okay, they're a little out of practice.
Oh no. Okay. I'm going to explore the soundboard at a later date, I think.
Well, either
Alright.
way, Nathan is going to say Nathan's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
I will say that Taiko would, or excuse me, that's a different continuity. TOC would make sure that they were well out of melee range of any sleepers who might, wake up and perhaps brandish a weapon at them.
Which is good
I'm
because
gonna
that's
say-
exactly what Nathan does. He almost like in an almost soldierific fashion just like immediately grabs his giant his great sword and like points it out.
Aww.
I'm gonna say this is probably not the first time TOC has done this to Crystal, right?
Absolutely not.
So I think she just like puts her pillow over her head and is just like, TOC, not now.
Bloody hell. Don't do that.
Nathan gets kind of a withering look, like, oh, you would not last one morning on a farm. Oh, poor child.
It's more like he has trauma, and being woken up suddenly is not good in his experience.
I think Selli probably just has her face in her hands right now.
Professor's still asleep. So I rolled, and this is the. He only needs 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
So this is the shift that he needed to sleep through.
All right.
But he can be woken up, but it's going to be hard.
I had the stupidest thought. And Lynn would just look at TOC, look at the sleeping professor and go, okay, what's a nice, safe way to wake someone up that's also funny so the toon gag's gonna work? Looks at TOC and just, like, makes the gesture to pick up TOC and throw TOC onto it, like...
Okay, we're going Zelda with this one.
Exactly!
I will mention, Crystal has not gotten up yet. You got like that sleepy response and then the pillow over her head.
Alright.
She has
Also-
not put together that she's on adventure right now.
Before you
TOC looks at Lynn and is like, do you think you could get both of them in one shot?
before you
But you copy.
freaking, I want to know that TOC would know that the professor is a lot harder to wake than that.
Yeah.
You're welcome to try it.
Genius plan. Hit them both. And then the wild flailing of the crystal. Lynn is doing calculations in her head for this. Just does pick up TOC. And then as she's doing it, just like gives a wave at like Nathan, just goes, rise and shine, Chuckle Picks, I got breakfast. And then throws TOC a crystal. Doing breakfast as well. She's not heartless, but also like this is beautiful.
Indeed.
Do I need to roll to throw the chicken at the crystal that then gets?
I'm gonna say
Rise
no.
weapon.
It's more for them to see if they wake up or not.
I think it would be funny to see if you can actually get this, like, do this.
Okay, what's my modifier for throwing a chicken?
Probably improvised weapon.
I think just
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's just straight strength, I think, off the top of my head. So that's going to be like plus 3.
Yeah, I would
An
say
argument
strength.
could be said for like an athletics or even a gravel check because they're manhandling a party member.
I don't.
Yeah.
I say strength.
I was gonna say Dex, honestly, personally, but
All right.
strength works.
So-
Because you're not trying to hurt anyone involved. Just make a contact.
I'm just trying. She's just picking up a chicken. To careful with the chicken because she cares about this chicken, and careful at the people because she likes the people as well, and she wants them to have a nice time before we go into hell. So that is gonna be if it's Dex only, that is a 14 plus 4. That is an 18. Bamf!
Whoa, chicken be upon you. I think Selli is going to just be heating up some water on their little campfire in the background while all this is happening.
Yeah, Nathan's probably gonna just begrudge. He's just gonna sigh and just start getting his shit all packed up.
That was a honestly funny timing. My dice got rolled. My dice box got rolled onto my laptop, and so that was what my was. It worked really well. Being hit by a chicken. It's just like, yeah, no, she's definitely like actually I'm going to make an attack roll at disadvantage with my pillow. Oh, good. What's my modifier for attack? It's just, I think straight dex.
Okay, could I ask the DM if Crystal does not make her attack, could it miss TOC, hit the professor?
Yes!
I will allow it.
That's a 6.
Well, let me check my armor class. I don't know if that quite makes it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yep, the pillow goes probably too high, just over the top of TOC, and then it just goes boom, like it's his head or something like that. And then you just get like Crystal like blinking down at TOC. She doesn't have her glasses on, so you just get this very like confused like glint down at you, and the what's where, and she's just like scrambling for her glasses, like trying to like probably like like shove you with her hand of like, I don't know what this is not supposed to be here, and I am like very groggy right now.
Yeah, TOC allows themselves to be rolled off of her bedroll. They're a chicken and very light.
And then yeah, like Crystal gets her glasses, puts them on, and just like squints down at TOC, and then there's just the, you really couldn't think of a better way to do that.
You can't improve on perfection.
All right. I'm getting up. Sorry.
We have tea.
Shift work. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, and she's gonna get up.
Well,
is the professor up after
no,
a cockroach getting bonked by the chicken and then with a pillow?
no.
He might be dragged over to where they're eating breakfast. Just grab him by the ankles and just kind of like across the floor.
I mean, I kid you not. Oh, you go.
I'm just seeing if I have anything in that's mean. No, I'm not doing that one.
I gotta stick to my rules.
I had the mental image of Lynn just like, okay, so the chicken didn't work, the pillow didn't work, and then just like looking down at herself. And you know how foxes do the giant leap in the air down onto things? Everyone in the party can just downright see Lynn just going, okay, what's the formula here for the wake-up capacity of the professor? And is it equal to me?
I mean, eventually he will. 4 hours will run out, and he will wake up, and then we will just put food in his mouth so that he cannot go back to sleep.
You know what? Valid. We need him awake. So Lynn will decide the equation is not worth it, but it is needing to be considered that everyone saw her absolutely calculating how best to do that. And it
But she I'm imagining that she like even crouched and did that little like butt wiggle thing.
Yes.
Calibration wiggles, so no.
Yes, she absolutely did. It was straight up the pace, 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 pace. Sit, wiggle, 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 tail, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. No, actually. But it was close.
He woke up just before.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The professor wakes up propped up in like the breakfast circle with a bowl of like porridge in his lap and a cup of tea off to the side.
Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
probably only takes like an extra like 3 minutes since you all have your antics. Like it wasn't going to be that long.
We're grateful we didn't go waking him up then. He got to wake up naturally in a nice way.
Yes, because as some of you may know, if you wake him up early, he will automatically be in a foul mood.
A foul mood, you say?
Yes, I do.
He would turn into a duck.
I realized since this is morning, this is only a little like flavor thing, but I don't know how many people here have actually seen Crystal's scars, but because she probably doesn't have her top on, like her long top on while she's sleeping, so yeah, they're probably visible as she's like getting herself ready for the day. Just a small FYI.
Fair.
Yeah, yeah, she has burns like up her arms, all the way up her arms.
I think the professor's only seen the marks on her hands.
I feel like TOC is probably the only one here who's probably seen them before.
Yeah. They make sure that she has her tea as an apology, even though they really did not do anything to bring the tea about. They just sort of delivered it. And nothing really is said about them.
Yeah, you do get a small like thank you and probably like a ruffle on the head kind of thing, like I appreciate the tea. And then just this as she just sits in the circle with the tea in her hands.
You two missed the fun part.
Oh?
We heard there was lava.
Yes, it was fun.
Fun is one word for it, for sure.
We made it through it. That's what matters. We also learned that's also how he powers his lab, apparently. There's a lot of electronical, say thermal stuff that I assume connects to his lab.
Oh.
We left it alone for now since we want this to be a surprise.
Well, renewable energy for the university in the future. That's nice.
Perhaps.
There's a chance.
Or
Something to consider, anyway.
I've just realised that Lynn, as someone who is not a geographer, is just like, oh, we could destabilize it. And I'm like, Lynn, no!
Lynn, that is a bad plan.
Yeah.
Any plan where you destabilize a volcano is a bad plan.
I mean,
There's
technically,
a town
there are
on top of them.
There are volcanoes where that actually is a really great plan, and we've used it to mitigate disasters at the same time. Lynn, no!
Not on
But
top of my university.
Anyway, thank you for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys have a very nice breakfast and are able to get on back on the quote road, say pretty quickly.
Moving around. Alright.
As Nathan as Nathan leads the way to leads the pack down the tunnel that they're in. And it gets darker again, very dark, as you eventually get out of the quote lava area. It goes back to darkness, and Nathan has no problem because he has dark vision, but the people who do not have dark vision realize, oh, I need torchlight.
Selli's got a cantrip for that. She's going to cast the light cantrip. She'll be fine.
Nice.
Because who actually doesn't have dark vision here? Because I know Lynn does, Nathan does.
Prof.
Gotcha.
Selli doesn't.
Kirstel definitely doesn't.
TUC is actually worse at seeing in the dark than the average adventurer.
So it's just Lynn and Nathan.
In fact, they start to look a little sleepy until the cantrip spread out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, Crystal also has dancing lights as a cantrip that she probably would have cast. It comes out of her necklace and brightens the air.
Nice. I say, you guys walk for maybe a good hour or so before you. Okay, sorry. I say, you guys walk for a good hour or so before you see the gunk. You say, I don't have the picture with me right now, but you do see, Professor, the black gunk that is, the creativity in the hallway as it fully surrounds the tunnel. You're now on the edge of it. It has not...
Well.
You go.
No, I just... Well, this is it.
Okay.
I forgot how
actually-
I hate the picturism bastard. We really should have brought more cleaning kit. It would have been funny.
Damn, I'm rolling terrible today. I'm still tired. I think Crystal has sort of glanced at the professor to see if he's okay, and I just rolled an insight, and that's a 4 on the dice.
Yeah, it's hard to
This
tell.
is 6 in total.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. He's composed. But he's also alert, and that's pretty much it.
May TFC give it a shot?
Sure.
That'd be a 19.
Nice.
He's
Thank God
actually...
for the +8.
Yeah. He's actually pretty okay, genuinely. He's very sort of wary, in a sort of, once bitten, twice shy way. But keeping a level head.
Yeah. in particular, say, Professor, say, you sort of notice that the gunk seemed to has not noticed you, which it does make sense. The creativity does not expect you to ever find this location.
Mm-hmm. He will mention to the group also, before I forget, try not to touch it as much as possible until we absolutely have to. When I found him, I think that's how I alerted. Well, no, he probably knew I was there, but still, it's probably better not to touch.
Noted.
I lost my knife.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I lost my best knife.
Oh no.
That's alright, I got a better one.
Oh, that's good. Never go wrong with a good knife. That's why I keep multiple.
Very good idea.
Alright. Who's playing the world's most fucked up game of the floor is lava? I know you went through half already, but...
as a small reminder to the group, you do have the lantern say Dr. Luma gave for you for this specific scenario.
Oh,
I do not remember that.
Our own thing, obviously. That's what parties do.
Okay, so yes, there was a lantern given specifically for when we encounter him itself, and it's supposed to get us through that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how, it just is. So yeah, I
Who
guess...
has that?
I don't know if we decided that, but
I think it was the professor who kept on to it.
Oh, well, in that case, he'll take that out. He'll offer it if someone else would rather take it, but for now, he'll,
I think it would be a good idea if I went first. Not that I'm keen to get begooped, but if anyone is going to get begooped, I'd rather be the person who, if you were going to, put a numerical sort of value on intelligence, have like specifically the most average intelligence rather than someone with like a doctorate or a network of spies.
All
Just
right. All right.
I've got my own strategies for helping dissuade certain things on that one, but also, good idea. We'll keep an eye out for you. We'll keep you safe. Go in the goop.
Well, let's activate the damn thing first to see what it actually does.
Oh, sure.
Incredibly good.
TOC kind of pecks at it. Ting, 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 ting. Looking for a button.
After a few tinks, it activates as what looks to be spectral, say, fireflies seem to appear in the lantern as a dome of basically a protection surrounds the whole group.
Oh. Wow.
Nice.
Alright, that is pecking awesome.
Do you guys go forward?
Let's go on then.
Yep. All right.
Doing the huddle walk.
Doing the goop shuffle.
I will point out that just the way that this item works, you've given the shortest person the umbrella.
It expands outwards to encompass all of you.
Actually,
like
maybe instead, perhaps looks around. Who's tallest? Probably the professor. Just be in the middle. Hands it back.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
Yeah, you three are all able to get under, be under the umbrella. It like goes up like a couple feet above your heads too. It is like a dome of protection. And as you go forward, as the dome of light touches the creativity, you hear a very audible hiss as all the eyes are pointed on you, as there's tentacles that try to lash toward you, but they bounce off the dome.
Terrifying.
And you hear in your head, well. Now
Was
this is
just
interesting.
Is that to everybody?
Yes.
All right, let's move faster.
Brisk jog activated.
I think the professor had probably flinched at the tentacles. That spooked him.
Are you
But he's
saying,
good to go.
as you run, the creativity continues like, how did you get a magical... Oh, no. This has to be soul magic. Did you get it from the old moth? Very clever. Let's see. Can't touch it now, unfortunately. But I do have to applaud your ingenuity. But this alone will not protect you once you're inside.
I love a villain that won't shut up. Now we know to be more careful once we're inside.
Right, exactly. And also, we got this at the flea market, you chuckle fuck. I'm so glad that you carried on talking, by the way, because Lynn, on my impulse control, was like, Lynn, we can't sing that. That is not no. She had thoughts, and I'm so grateful she kept them internal.
I was just thinking, man, this guy is as chatty as last time.
Indeed. Do you guys say anything to him, or you guys just keep running?
She does say the flea market bit out loud.
Yeah, I think that TUC will make that the remark, like, signing back towards the group to kind of, like, bolster people. Like, this is obviously an individual who wields fear like a weapon in and of itself. The less they take it seriously, the less power that it will have. Not to say that it isn't scary and dangerous, but there's scary and dangerous, and then there's insurmountable. And this isn't insurmountable. This is just scary and dangerous.
The guy's got an ego which can be exploited.
You hear nothing back for a response as the eyes just watch you as you run up to what looks to be a sliding door.
Oh my god, I know this is not how they're going, and the field is not big enough, but I'm just picturing them running past, like, you've got an unmoving camera with all of the eyes and stuff on the wall, and they're just one by one running past, and they're all running past differently. I'm just picturing Lynn just doing a double flip in the bird as she passes.
Yeah.
I was going to say that Lynn will stand a bit in a way that's like shielding the professor best as she can and just flipping the bird with both of her hands. If she didn't have shoes on, she would be flipping with those as well, but there's only so much you can do in a polite society where you wear shoes.
I will say the reason that the professor is quiet is because he's actually humming, and he is basically thinking to himself a kind of lewd bar song that he knows.
Mind read this, enjoy.
I do love, but not to get us too off topic, but like this little like look at how each different character deals with fear. TUC tries to be comforting. Lynn is defiant in the face of the abyss. The professor's, all practicality and defense. I don't know, it's a cute little microcosm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job RPing all.
Yeah. And as you get to the door, it looks to like it's like almost like an elevator door. It's like it looks to slide apart, but there's no like keypad or anything to it. Just what looks to be a quote camera is say at the top of it, which Nathan looks at this, takes out his giant sword, and he looks at Vwild. He looks at Lily. He's like, "Would you like to help me with this? It should be too hard to
Alright.
break in."
Oh, we're going Kool-Aid on this shit. All right.
As Nathan like unsheaths his sword, it like clicks out. Because this is like for the people who don't remember last night, this is like the Bloodborne sword, so it just sort of like flips out, and it flips out with fire.
Giant pocket knife.
Yeah.
TOC will kind of like guard against anything rushing through the door at the busters. Just pitchfork leveled. And they might like to rage at this point as well.
Ooh.
I'm saying
I'm
as a
imagining.
GM, it's like you can rage if you want, but I would not say you probably shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
But
It's,
I'm imagining that Selli and Crystal are probably staying back away from this a little bit.
mhm.
We're the spellcasters. We probably should.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
different species.
So we're in front of a sliding door, is that right?
Yeah, and they're just gonna bust on through it.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Is there anything I want to prepare? Oh, yeah, actually. Let's see here. I have, where are you? I have a brooch. It's called Brooch of the Silk Weaver. It's a little, spider pin that he has.
Ooh.
He activates it, and some like really like fine, almost invisible like it animates and like webs some like silk around him, and just to kind of reinforce, you know, his outfit, and he has a +2 to AC.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm also going to cast Mage Armor on myself, so that I can get up my my arcane shield as well.
Nice.
I will put description in the thing. It does last an hour.
All right.
Just to have it. There to go.
Thank you.
Because I know that's not a standard item. That's
No, but I think it's also really cool.
E.
So we're gonna go
Alright.
with the rule of cool in this, but I still like you to roll for attack, Vwild.
Absolutely. Okay, that is, and this is, she's going to pull out her axe because she loves her axe. Her axe is awesome as fuck. All right, let's see, combat. That is a 16 plus 7. And I will say, like, Lynn is someone who knows she is small, so genuinely knows how to get kinetic energy built up fast.
Mm-hmm.
With these, like, she downright spins it, pivots, moves. She knows how to make it devastating, and she enjoys it.
Yeah, you two like do a double team attack where Nathan is able to slice the door first, and you see like not I once burn marks like across the door, like the door is weakened, then wham, you just bust right through it with your axe.
Open sesame.
And you hear a chuckle from the eyes behind you, and he said, "Welcome to our home." As you all go inside.
Thank you. We're keeping our shoes on.
As you walk inside, the to say the gunk that is the creativity does not follow behind you. But you see a very sterile, like lab-like hallway that goes down. Goes down this long corridor.
Well, onwards.
Yeah, we should be if this is I'm not very sure where this is gonna spit us out, but if I were a betting man, this probably spits out to the storage first.
All right.
Anything in storage we should be particularly worried about, do you think?
Probably not. There's too many goods there to damage for him to like put anything too dangerous, you know?
Goods to damage.
He is
What kind of goods to damage?
He is their supplier. He is the organization supplier. Ranging from
Flammable goods?
How's now?
Crushable goods?
I mean,
Shatterable?
some
Are
of
any
them
of them
are.
marked fragile?
Though I'd be careful as like he leads them down the hallway. Magical potions that could backfire, magical items that could also backfire.
What about baked goods?
No baked goods.
Oh.
So
You had breakfast.
What about second breakfast?
I will
Maybe-
provide you with second breakfast when this is over, and then I will provide you with elevensies, because I'm not a heathen at the same time. Let's have fun.
All right.
Maybe we should check what we are taking before we do it, just to be on the safe side.
Oh, aye, we're not that crazy. Well,
I have identify.
Yeah, though. Though we did catch him early on this, I'm not very sure how much he has moved since his declaration of destruction.
Yes. Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah, as you guys walk down this hallway, this leads the corridor opens up to a large storage room. Many crates line the edges of the rooms with various symbols on them that meanings that you do not really understand. Other than maybe one or two has poison, like the poison symbol on one box, radioactive symbol on the other, but every other symbol that's on it that you are not familiar with. And there looks to be three closed doorways similar to the one before it. One that goes right straight ahead of you, one to the left, and one to the right. And in the middle of the sort of storage center, you see what looks to be a terminal.
Like a computer terminal type thing.
Yeah.
Or
Computer terminal. Very much it looks similar to like a raised sort of, not desk, but a raised thing with like an iPad like screen on it.
Oh, it's a SpaceX computer terminal.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
The professor is drawn to the advanced technology. Just like, should I take a look?
Can TUC just like kind of bad at it with their
Vibe check it first.
Yeah, they just want to make sure nothing's electrocuted, Or, excuse me, electrified. Electrocuted would be if the professor was just like, I'm just gonna, go clickety clackety. If that's all right, Winona.
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
Okay.
you have guidance, add a d4.
Oh, thank you. With the guidance, that'd be a 15.
Yeah, with a 15, I'll put it up on here for the recording,
Ooh.
I'll do the window capture, but I'll put it up right here in the roll zone too. But you see this pop up right away.
I want to crunch on
That
that
looks
so
like
hard.
that looks like a map of the building with various symbols. The first one where you're standing at looks to have a treasure chest sort of symbol over it. On to your left looks to be some sort of like technology sort of thing. The other one looks to be a gear of some sort, so maybe like inventions or something you would maybe assume. There's a book in the top right corner, maybe whether that be literal or symboling knowledge, you don't know. And then the top left corner, it looks to be flora. It looks to be some sort of flora or flower. And in the center, it looks to be some sort of magical symbol that you have no idea what it connects to, but you notice as you look up, the door that leads to the center is closed.
Right.
How's that likely to be?
Huh?
Could I roll an Arcana on this room?
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
I also would like people to roll perception too.
Ooh!
I might have to swap out my dice at the moment, because I have not rolled above a 5, I think, so far.
What are we rolling again?
Perception.
Ah.
Unless you're like, Crystal, you'll have to like roll that. That Arcana. Like anyone else that isn't Crystal can roll perception if they want.
If anyone would like a guidance.
That was a nat 1 that I rolled.
Oh.
Which still plus a 13, so... But yeah, I might have to swap out my dice. That is atrocious.
A 2 plus 11 is 13.
19, not bad.
So we got a 14, a 26, a 7, a 13, a 19.
Nice. And what's your Arcana? What was your Arcana?
That was... the 14 was the Arcana, but I can, if you want me to have that as the perception and then roll an Arcana, I can do that too.
The 14, but you got that nat 1. Yeah, you're too focused on the console to do any perception right now. Yeah, as you look at this thing, it's just like, it's magical, this is a map, but you don't know what this, what would this thing do why would there be a map in a storage area like this? This technology is a bit over your level, even if it's somewhat magical. Now, Professor, Detective, this is just perfect that you two in particular notice this, as you sort of look around the storage area right now and you see fluorescent lights around. Everyone else sees everyone sees the fluorescent lights, everyone sees the giant crates with the weird symbols. You also just, even on everyone sees the cameras that are around the storage area. Is almost kind of retro cameras in a way. They're not really futuristic. They're just rustic sort of cameras. However, everything looks pristine. Everything looks up to date. Everything looks to be perfection. However, in the corner of this room where you both notice that the cameras technically cannot see, you see one flickering fluorescent light. And I have a very important question for both of you. Do either your characters know Morse code?
Yes.
Yes. You'd be a pretty shitty leader of a spy network if you didn't know Morse code, and she's canonically used it many times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you clock on that, both of you. Because at first it's just like, okay, that's weird, that's a flickering light. That's how you first got drawn to it. However, as you look at the flickering, you then notice it's Morse code. And it reads out, help me, go to the right, find hidden room. Be quick.
Detective.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of glances at the cameras, which he reckons probably can hear them. Why don't we head over to the gear on this map, and I don't know. I don't want to split up here, actually. How about we all go over that way? I'd rather go right, because on the left, that looks like a fucking tesseract, and I don't want to mess with that without a little bit of preparation. So, let's start with the analog sort of dealio.
Hey, that sounds like a good call. I'm just thinking of something that Lynn would be thinking of. Lynn's done this before on cases where she just runs her mouth with stupid shit while using message to actually, convey things.
Right. I've seen her do this, yes.
And so I think that's what she would do in this moment of she just starts you said the word tesseract, she's like, what the heck is that? And meanwhile, in your head, it's just like, okay, so you saw it as well, right? Are we trusting this because it's in the middle of their base? At the same time, it's something that they wouldn't see, but it's in their base.
Can't pass it up.
All right, truth in that. Okay, if you need at any point to communicate something with me, make this hand gesture, and I'll send the message again. And meanwhile, she is just saying the most off-the-wall random shit.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like conversation. It's kind of not.
Yeah, it's people who listen in are just like, okay, that's just people in Einquell just do this. Meanwhile, there's actual intelligent conversation underneath it.
Selli has just assumed that it is a topic of conversation she has not read about, and therefore she is not trying to try and understand it.
In fairness, I think the what's it called the creativity has spoken in our minds, so the professor is kind of in a hurry to sort this out before it catches wind.
What is that?
I think Crystal is.
Yeah.
I think Crystal is actively trying to tune Lynn out as she's staring at this map to no avail.
So you decided to go to the gear, right?
Yeah. Is everyone gonna follow these two suddenly wanting to go over there, or?
I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to split up, especially not given everything. So yeah.
All right, sweet. Onwards. We can always.
All right. You guys start to head over to the gear room. And you go down, the door that looks very similar to the one that you just entered just opens up right away automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that.
At the risk of going blind, Selli would like to cast Detect Magic in the new room.
Selli, no, you're gonna go blind. God damn it, if I had a nickel for every time. What the fuck are you doing, Winona?
For the audience, those of us with eyes on the roll zone, there are D100s being rolled.
Which is something I
Smiley
never
face.
get. I never fucking get 100. And of course, this is so much funnier because of what is going to happen as you go into this hallway and then the door shuts behind you and the lights give out and you are in complete darkness.
Except
Do
for
they not
those of us with
still-
dark vision.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say, do they not still have a light cantrip?
You can recast it if you want, but the room as you enter the corridor immediately goes dark.
No, I'm just saying, like, we had the spell up, right? Like, beforehand. Like, would Selli have dropped that?
Would have
We were
Selli
in
dropped
a
it?
fluorescently lit room, so that's up to you, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will say there will
and
be angry clucking until it is cast again.
It's not a concentration spell, it just lasts for an hour, so she can still have her light cantrip up and cast detect magic at the same time.
Alright, so
Yeah,
most of the
basically,
room is-
I'm just wondering because I have a sneaking suspicion that these might be rolled whenever we cast magic. I'm willing to test this. I'm going to cast dancing lights.
All right, but also no, we don't want to metagame too much here.
But before you
I know,
cast
like, I'm
dancing
not-
lights, and as there's like a small little I must know now, Selli, do you still have dancing light even though the rest of this place has been fully lit like a laboratory? This is important.
Well, it lasts for an hour. Has it been an hour
No.
since we were in the corridors? No. So, because she cast it on her sun pendant, and she probably just tucked it under the under her ascot when they got to a lit room, so that she didn't have to cast it again. So it is still active. It's just covered up.
Okay, so you guys are right now in complete dark, which is fine. As you hear the doorway open on the other side, and it's very faint. But you see you first hear it. You hear the door open, and then you hear the clicking of heels, and a green glowing light starts to come closer towards you.
Do I get anything from my casting of detect magic, by the way?
You do feel a very strong magical presence, but that's sort of because this whole area is sort of magical in a way, but you do feel some sort of magic.
Okay. I got no reading on the school at all.
No. Not in this.
Interesting. Interesting. I do like it, the way that this is written, at least in the DMV version. There's you learn its school of magic, if any, implying that there are magic that doesn't have a school.
And here we are.
And she's like, you could probably just sort of hear Selli intake of air just a little bit. It's not a frightened sort of, it's just more of a kind of sound. But she doesn't really say anything apart from that.
Yeah.
And then there's glowing green shit. She's like, oh,
glowing green shit
okay, here
as
we
it
go.
comes closer to you, and you start to see the outline of a person coming closer and closer, illuminated by only what looks to be a green eye brooch in a hooded figure and green eyes within the hood. It's very dark, so you can't see the colors, but they're very much green, and everyone must make a wisdom saving throw. Except for
I will say-
Vwild, which she has disadvantage as silently, as you hear the clicking of heels, Vwild sees everyone sees this, but Vwild, I think, is the only one who would know this character.
Yeah. Lynn is having the Jesus fucking Christ. I've been specifically avoiding this person, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's
Fucking
interesting.
doing here. What the Okay, Whis save. Alright. Okay.
As everyone sees, for everyone in the audience, I am going to put it up right here, but everyone would see what, say, at least the Toonkind people would know as the Thrall.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is Jesus Christ. Lynn had been about to Lynn was stepped in front of the professor. Lynn is having that distinct thought of I have to get fucking out of sight.
Can
Alright.
Get behind him.
would like to intercept this person.
I have an important question for the role, Winona.
Yes?
Since Professor has that thingy, does he
Nope.
get something to his... He doesn't? Okay.
Nope.
Well, damn.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Jesus
That's
Christ.
bad, roll.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is wisdom save. Jesus Christ. Motherfucker.
I'm so mad too. Like, I checked my dice, in my new dice, and I'd rolled a nat 20 for that, but like, I can't keep that roll because I didn't roll for anything when I swapped over to my new dice. Now I've got a 2.
So this is funny, as the chicken is the only one who noticed this, and please, author, make a perception check. And you're the only one who can make a perception check.
I have rolled.
That'll be. Hang on. Help me for God's sakes. What's 11 plus 16?
17?
27.
27.
I say.
For perception, Winona.
Oh wait, I didn't see that you didn't say roll yet, Vwild.
Yep. I am. Can you hear me right now, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Cool. Because my device has suddenly decided to start spinning in Zoom. So I got, because you said it was at disadvantage, which is funny, because that was a 19 plus 4, and then it was a 10.
Yeah. Yeah, because unfortunately you're the only one who recognizes this person.
Mm-hmm.
However, honestly, the chicken is the funniest person to recognize this, as you don't know who this is, TOC. However, you are not intimidated by this person because you do feel some sort of aura with them, this aura of dread, but you sort of have it slide off your shoulders as you notice something. Wait a minute. They're walking, but they're not walking normally, as they should be, and like the edges of their form, that's not normal. As you sort of like look up and it sort of catches the light, as you see this is not a real person, this is a hologram.
Oh, good.
Can they see where the caster is?
Yes. And this is like a technology hologram. Like, you don't know
Star
much
Wars
technology, but this is a damn convincing hologram if the detective is fully quaking.
Okay. I've rolled a hammer space to pull out a raw egg. I would like to throw the egg at the projector if they.
It's not a projector. It's a person.
Can they throw?
As you look up, you see like almost a spider, a person looking down upon you guys, and specifically over the professor. And Professor, can you make either a athletics or what's the other one? Acrobatics check
Acrobatics.
for me with
Yes, I can.
advantage.
Oh, really?
As I'm assuming the chicken is gonna alert them to the presence.
Well, it's dark, and they use sign language, so instead they're gonna go gunning for them.
I think throwing an egg at them is really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is interesting. So I got 2 3s, but thankfully my modifier is quite good, so that's a total of 14.
Yeah, whatever's going on. TOC with, like, the egg's very funny, but they would like to just sort of interrupt whatever's gonna go happen to the professor.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not gonna cut it. As TOC, you do throw the egg at them, and you do see the professor, like, look towards where you throw the egg, but it's too late as this figure is too fast as they wrap themselves around the professor. And, Professor, what's your AC again?
Well, right now it is 18.
Gotcha.
If this is something that's a attack roll, can I use a reaction to silvery barbs? I just came back in. My device is shat the bed, and I just had to reboot everything.
Hi.
Yeah. Additionally, if TOC was alerted to the attacker before they made their attack, again, they would really like to get in front of the professor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll say that's fair. They are coming from above, though, TOC. That's the problem. However, I will allow silvery barbs.
Superb. Also, what did I miss? Because the last thing I heard was like that the steps weren't in sync with the form, and then all of a sudden Winona went remix mode, and then everything just went kaputskis.
Basically,
It's a hologram.
I wondered as such.
And it's being casted by this spider that's about to grab Prof.
Oh, great. Absolutely silvery the bards out of that fucker. Let's see, and that is... Just let me remind myself of silvery barbs. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Season technical vulnerability. Come on, load, baby. You can choose a different creature you can see within range, such as has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute. Cool. I think what Lynn is going to do is cast the silvery barbs on Spiderfuck, and the person who is going to get the benefit of it is going to be the professor. Although it is funny that all of a sudden Lynn just starts speaking in a language none of you know that just sounds ancient for a moment as she hisses.
Yeah, and thank God for that silver barbs, because you just distract her enough as you feel something almost like very needle like slide across your skin, Professor, but it misses, and she jumps back very suddenly, unreleasing you from the grapple you originally had. It is like to say, "Aw, man, I was really, really hoping for the clean getaway. I was so close."
I think Selli's just gonna move her light pendant now because she's like, that's not coming from this ominous figure over here. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So she's just like, I can't see shit. Let's shed some light on the situation.
As you shine the light upon this lady who appears before you.
Whoa.
Oh, she's cute.
All right, piss off Itsy Bitsy.
Itsy Bitsy. Oh, that's a good one. Because I was hanging up on the ceiling. I love it. But
can I get her to make a Constitution saving throw, please?
All right.
Interrupt the monologue.
TOC would also like to make an attack against this creature.
Gotcha.
So I'll wait in line, but
We'll wait.
That's
till
a
nine.
nat 20, and she sort of lifts up her finger and does a nice try, but you gotta try a little harder than that. But I'll tell you what, I'll just go away if you just give me what I want.
Who's your friend?
would
Gestures.
hang on, I'm doing math. What's 8 plus 3 plus 9? Would a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 would hit.
Cool.
We ain't got time for this nonsense.
TOC would also like to activate the gloves. So she will also get burnt.
Beautiful.
So that's a D4 plus a D4 plus a D12, I think.
No fucks given
the
for
way-
this person's monologue.
10.
Crystal was
4.
casting levitate. Sorry.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say Crystal was casting levitate, so like that didn't work, but there would have been a moment of like trying to like feeling like her body getting lighter before she sort of shook it off.
Yeah, she negates Crystal's spell, and then she's like, she goes to say something smarmy and cutting, and then TOC just takes over the place she was. Yeah, please take 16 points. 12. Hang on, 12. Fuck. Sorry.
We'd rather not take
take this much. Some of it is piercing damage. Some of it is fire damage.
All right.
So what kind
I
of attack did you say land on her?
They went with their pitchfork, which had the gloves, which I think makes it a magical attack.
Yeah. Also, for people in the audience, this is art that's drew by one of my friends named Lex. This is her art I had commissioned for this game.
Beautiful. We're going
She
to
is very cute.
You've been getting some good Lex art lately.
Yeah, Lex has been making wonderful art for me.
Very cute.
But yeah, you see the pitchfork, you like stab her, and you sort of notice that this almost the only thing I could probably say is like consistency is like this is a metallic body. This is a robot. As she is attacked, but then she sort of like grins down at you with with sort of fangs, with like her smiley fangs, and then disappears and then reappears 30 feet away. Looks like she has Misty Step. It's like, oh, that was very mean. That wasn't very courteous. But but looks like I won't be
Hang
able.
on, she used Misty Step?
Yes.
Hang on. I'm looking for a feat.
Warcaster? Or Mage? Or what do you call it? Magic? What's the fucking one I'm talking about? Mage Slayer. That's the bitch.
Mage Slayer.
Yep. If you need help
Would
finding...
Mage Slayer work against, yeah, is that a spell?
Misty Step is a
Misty
spell.
Step is definitely a spell.
Cool, I would like to make a
Misty
melee
Step-
weapon attack against the creature casting within 5 feet of me.
All right, you
If
can.
I do with a creature that is
Attack
concentrating on the
opportunity,
spell, the
please.
creature has disadvantage on the saving throw it makes to maintain its concentration.
I don't think Misty.
Sorry.
I don't think Misty Step has concentration, but you do
No.
have that attack.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Let's see. Nat 20.
Yeah, you get her.
All right. How do you handle nat 20s as
Double the
crits, Winona,
damage.
in terms of... Okay. So that's... Why did I roll a d10? Sorry. Okay. 2 points fire damage. And then 4 is the D4, and then another 5 points.
Yeah, you take another good chunk out of her as she wasn't expecting that right away. As she like disappears, but you're able to like get one more attack off her before she reappears. Like, ooh, now that was painful. Oh, look at this! You're ruining my good dress. I had this made special not too long ago. No fair. But I know what I'm outnumbered, so toodaloo. As the lights go off again, but then 5 seconds later they flicker on and she's disappeared.
Well, I mean, I've still got light up, so it's not like she disappeared from view.
Well, here's the thing. She sort of melts into the shadows and disappears.
Selli's not bothered by that. She's met her
We
brother.
watched her walk off stage.
So, is it safe to say that the hologram is also gone?
Yeah, the hologram was gone the minute she was revealed.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, technically, I could have taken another melee attack because of Great Weapon Master, but that's if that's for the academics.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm reading my character sheet in the background, which is not good player practice.
No, you're
No.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. It's been a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, why did she show us that weird picture?
Who even was that?
Thrall.
No idea.
That
Thrall?
was him.
Who's he a thrall of?
Not. Well, you're very new around here. Just put it this way. If you ever hear of that being around somewhere, get the fuck out.
Okay. Alright, you're making a very serious face. Okay.
Yeah. Pardon me. Anyway, wasn't them, and well, that was actually some really impressive pitchfork work. I gotta admit, TOC, you've gotta show me how to do that in the future. That was absolutely the bomb.
TUC looks they're like seething in their little chicken feathers. They are calming down very gradually. But they
yes.
are.
Thanks very much, by the way.
They give you a nod.
Can Crystal pick TOC up? You did good.
No, they put their little head on her shoulder, and kind of do that like little like preen that chickens do when they want to be affectionate. She always makes them feel better.
Aw.
The professor would like to have a look at this room because he has dark vision and a light source if need be.
Well, the lights are fully back on. It's now a corridor.
Oh.
It's like the corridor is just back to normal now. Other than like you.
So you go.
That other than like you sort of feel like near your neck where you got nicked. There's like a little blood dripping, but you can tell like she was trying to poke you with something. You don't know what though.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably make assumptions.
Don't like that.
I'm gonna say, there's probably not a nick because if Vwild's silvery barbs hadn't have worked, Crystal would have used her arcane ward to shield the damage.
Nice. I love how we're all very much just like, fuck anyone who messes with our professor.
Yeah.
We promised he would be fine, and we're gonna make sure he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Let's look around this room, shall we?
Let's look around.
He probably what probably happened is he probably like felt like a tug on his scarf to get it out of the way, and
Mhm.
like, shit, like, something was about to happen there, definitely.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
this looks to be back to a normal corridor where everything looks back to normal, other than slight sign of a scuffle with some oil on the floor from the robot that just attacked you.
Oh, so we didn't even get into the room with the gear in it. We were just in that little hallway.
Yeah, she ambushed you.
Okay, got it. Well, that's weird. We weren't expecting the creativity to have guests, lodgers.
Yeah, Nathan sort of puts a head to his hand and just tugs at his hair. Yeah, that I don't know what the hell that was. That is something that I've never seen or person that I've never met ever being here. This is new.
Yeah, that wasn't a host. That wasn't a thing being animated by the creativity. It's very strange. All right, well, let's keep on, I guess. Watch out for her later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nathan just sighs yeah. I'm not surprised he doesn't have something, but I don't know who the hell that was.
Yeah, that was strange. I wonder if she has something to...
Yeah. Nothing more we can really do about it now, unfortunately.
No, just keep an eye out, maybe. If there's anything that sort of matches her style of electronics, maybe.
Some spider bite bitch. Cool. Alright. And I will say, Lynn is going to be making an active effort to be a sentinel, because it's like, Jesus Christ, that was too close as was. She's going to be making an active effort to guard the professor and keep an eye out on everyone. Its head counts are going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Shall we move into the next sort of interesting bit? Might as well.
Indeed.
All right. Can we go in, and can we make perception checks once we're in?
Yeah, you say you're able. The door slides open, and you say you guys go in, and this room looks to be some sort of invention/robotics room, as there are tables and piles of metal and electronics that are fashioning together different inventions and or robotics. You do see some robotic bodies hanging from the ceiling in some corners. You see computers lining another wall that look to be hooked up to another robot body. Along with some other inventions strewn about.
Ooh, Nathan, eat your heart out.
I finally rolled above a 5.
Yay!
I will take
Let's see if Selli can see anything. Oh, it's still her highest roll of the day, but still. Okay. Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, Nathan looks around and is just yeah, haven't been here before, but definitely he's been working on whatever that was that we met for a while, looks like.
Oh, you think he made her?
I would assume by the similar robot bodies in here.
Oh, no, I suppose that does make sense.
So we should definitely destroy these.
Or at least disable them, yes.
However, Crystal, Professor, and the detective clocks at first, but you do see another one of those flickering lights with the Morse code near one of the walls. And he's like, in here, before she comes back.
This is the first time Crystal has noticed anything about this. And
Does Crystal know Morse?
Yeah, does Crystal know Morse code?
Yeah, I mean, she has, She does have a minor in linguistics, and I think that Morse code would have covered, like, she would have covered Morse code in that. So yeah, you can sort of see it on her face that this is like, what?
Professor just kind of like gives her a shrug. Oh, I just thought it'd be interesting, more interesting to go this way.
Yeah, there's definitely like the narrowing of her eyes as you can clearly see her putting pieces together as like the gaze like swaps between the professor and Lynn, and then just like this head and hands of the right and just like yeah, fair enough. I guess that's what you were talking about earlier.
That's right. This computer, as he goes over. Do we see cameras in here?
There seems to be no cameras in here.
No.
But there is like one flickering like fluorescent light that's by a specific wall that's near the computers.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, all right. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to stop me, because otherwise, I'm gonna go look at that.
I think Lynn would pose a distraction by just rambling about peeling the animatronics like a Furby. She's done it before, and that entire spiel, she will just go off on that.
Yeah, like the
Selli is just
animatronics are
going to
actually
walk
very
next to
bare.
the professor.
Sorry, say again. Whis?
Selli is just going to stay at the professor's flank. She's not going to stop him, but just go with him.
Fair.
Crystal's not going to stop him.
TSC's also sticking close to the professor.
Okay, good.
Meanwhile, Lynn, you notice that all the rest of these robots are extremely, literally bare bones. There's like no clothes on them. It's just a personoid body for each one of them. There are some that look similar to like Nathan's robotics, but not quite. Like he was trying to imitate them.
This bitch plagiarized your work.
Not surprised. Nathan sort of
I
growls.
know, they're plagiarism personified at the same time. What a bitch!
Nathan nods. I agree. What a bitch.
All right. So the professor, while they're distracting, yes?
Oh, I was just gonna ask Winona if I could roll an investigation roll.
Yeah, of course.
Given the
what you looking for?
Scene. I'll let Oatmeal go with what the professor wants to do while I roll this, and then I'll explain what I'm looking for.
Sure. He was going to go over where the light is and figure out what it means by in here, and I guess look into it and investigate if necessary.
Yeah, as you go over to the light, the Morse code changes, and they said, and it says secret press panel, over and over.
All right, he's gonna look for a secret panel to press.
Can you roll an investigation, please?
Sure thing.
You want a D4? You can have a D4.
Lovely, thank you. Yes.
Meanwhile, Crystal, what were you looking
at? Just with having seen that message and sort of knowing a little bit more about what this room is, I think that what she's going to be looking for is anything that maybe indicates like some sort of like trap or like something that can be activated, or anything that might spring on them. Again, like she's basically she wants to sort of like see if she can break down very quickly what is in this room and what is like likely what has any sort of like ability to move on its own. This is not her field of expertise, but she's
Yeah.
been around a couple of people who dabble in machinery enough to maybe know what she's looking for.
Yeah, with a 14, again, this is not your field, but you do get the feeling like there is no traps in this specific room. You get the feeling that these robots do not have any life of their own right now. It's just like they're basically husks. Meanwhile, a 21 will find the secret panel. You do feel the wall a little bit, Professor, and then you feel like the edge of like a square like indent panel, and you press it and a secret door slides open.
Hello.
And inside is a dark room with another computer, but what looks to be a test tube that is glowing, that is like slightly glowing with liquid inside. Look inside. You see make a perception check really quickly.
Can Selli also make a perception check?
Yeah.
Cool.
Perception. It's a 13.
Fucking hell. Maybe I do need her dice. Maybe she's upset.
With the 13, you
Here you
look
go.
around the room and you see a computer that looks to still be active, connected to what looks to be kind of like a giant test tube with a robot that looks similar to the one you just met, but sort of an older model. It isn't like white, it isn't like brand shiny new. It's like in a fetal position, naked. It's a gray sort of like regular robot. It's a metal skin, unlike the one you just saw, which was like shiny, bright white.
Yeah.
And you do see like in a throne quarter that has like dust on it. There isn't any cobwebs, you notice, but there's very much that there looks to be like a very raggedy backpack in the corner, and that's what you see.
Well, hello. He's gonna walk up a bit closer to the test tube, see if the thing inside it responds.
Hey, I'm down here.
What?
There's a voice that comes from the computer.
He'll look over to the computer. Yes.
The computer, you look over the computer, and there looks to be like on the screen a blue chibi, raven/crow. You're not very sure because it's chibi-like, but it is a corvid of some kind. It's like, honestly, I'm just glad you made it past past her. Get on this thing. Let me so I can help you guys so I can escape.
Sure thing.
I want to roll an insight, please.
Good.
Lena, this entire time has just been going, okay, we're trusting the random thing in the random base that's going, hey, I'm on your side. And now it's just like, seriously, this crap from the paranoia monkey.
Okay, here we go. Rolling with actual dice this time. Please be nice to me.
Please be
I will
nice.
also, may I also roll insight?
Yes, of course.
Yay!
Thank heavens that this is something that she's actually good at. Because that makes it still not fantastic, but it's a 16.
Right.
I don't know why the exclamation mark is there.
Right. I am gonna, okay, you know what? We're gonna spice up this bitch. We're gonna see how high I can roll, because I find it funny. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so that is 19 plus 8 plus a guidance
God.
because it's funny. Ah, my dice! Plus 4.
I should probably roll
25.
insight. Give me a second. Alright.
I'm gonna retrieve my dice. If you hear my leg crack, no, you didn't.
And these are all insights, right?
The lowest?
It's
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah.
If you heard me fetch a spicer, yes, you did.
Yeah,
I won.
and you all get a pass. as you look upon this, say whatever this is, you say Selli, you recognize. I'll go with you. So say all of you first feel like, okay, this person seems to be chill. Seems to be chill. You both get different things from it. Selli, Selli and Lynn in particular recognize that this voice is one of a child. In particular, or at least they're presenting as a child. Say, Professor, since you're so close to the computer, you see that there is what looks to be a heartbeat monitor on the screen along with the chibi crow. And you see the initials BC2 is above the heart monitor. But Selli and Lynn, you get the feeling like this is child. Selli in particular even though this you get the feeling that this is a child that has been locked away.
Something she might have some experience in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Just press the buttons on the screen. I will just grab the mouse. Do you know what a mouse is? This little thing that's beside what we call a keyboard, as she points with her beak on the mouse, like, this is what we call a keyboard. You see the letters of the
the thing that lives here wants me worse than dead. So you're going to have to convince me why.
Love the fact that she's trying to explain sci-fantasy to the sci-fantasy character in the party.
I was half expecting was mice a thing back in your day kind of comment.
Yeah, you hear a groan that is very much sounds like a teenager. He's like, he doesn't want you dead. He wants you alive.
I know. I said worse than dead.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, come on. Okay, all right. Okay, first of all, okay, I'm your friend. I'm not like look. Okay,
name.
My name is Raven. I'm what you called I think you recently coined the term Uda Magicae.
Oh.
This robot body is my being, my containment thing. You know the deal. It's as she sort of looks at Selli.
All right, so how come he's got you?
Because I was trying to escape. I didn't want to be like my sister.
Okay, so you were created by him then.
Yeah, he basically wanted to see if he could have kids, similar to his mother, and he apparently did, and that's how me and my sister came to be.
I see.
Your sister being the Technicolor person that we just encountered.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dee Dee is a bitch.
Such language.
Crystal is probably approached by this point and is just like, oh good, on top of being a raging narcissist, he is also apparently a terrible father.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Look, if you want to go over my history, there's a whole thing on this system. If you want to, I'll wait if I have to.
No. I'll take a peek, but start giving me instructions. I can speed read it.
What I say? All right. If you want to let me go, I say click over here. As she sort of flies up to one of the buttons.
Got it. Click.
And say clicks there, and then it gives you different instructions, and one of them is she points you towards release.
Yeah. All right. he will select that as well.
You hear a draining noise coming from the test tube as the liquid inside the inside drains, as then after it fully drains it hisses open, and the robot body drops and sort of just like one knee sort of drops as her lights flicker on. Her eyes flicker on to a bright blue as she immediately goes over to the dusty backpack. Well, the eyes are white. She sort of grows this sort of hair, magical sort of hair that's blue with black on the end. And she immediately goes over to my backpack. Backpack is like, one second, let me at least get some damn clothes on. As she then goes over to the backpack, sort of dusts off and gets dressed, and I will show you a picture of Raven.
Ah! No, they're cute! Oh!
Little emo kid.
I mean, they're both cute, but in different ways.
Little scene kid. This one should be at the club.
Yeah.
I have taught a student that looks so much like this, and I'm just having flashbacks.
Yeah, I very much had inspirations from my high school days.
This one has a skateboard. They'll see you later.
It's not a phase, Mom. Now can I get a red to the mall?
Here. Would you like to help us fight, or would you like to stay back and...
No, I'm gonna have to help you fight if we're gonna have any chance of getting out of this place alive.
Cool.
I'm not gonna fight. You guys are gonna have to fight. I'm gonna make sure the base doesn't explode once you kill my father.
Okay.
Great. Wonderful.
I like that. I like that.
Crystal's just put her hands together and... Do you want to expand on the base not exploding part, please?
What do you think? What do you think? My father's an idiot? If something happens to him and somehow he miraculously got killed, of course he has a last-minute failsafe that he's gonna destroy the whole lab so no one can get his research. Duh.
Yeah.
That is villain 101.
Typical.
Yeah, really the most stereotypical thing ever. Ugh.
I mean, I'm at the very least relieved that we haven't got, the lab table with the laser and I've been expecting you with the cat. I've seen too many of those. It gets really boring after the 7th one.
He did actually say, "Oh, so you've come this far. How very interesting." Earlier, he did actually do that earlier.
Mm-hmm,
And we've still got 3 rooms left to have a look at. So.
Oh, you're one of those adventurers. You have. Fine. I'm gonna stay. Dee Dee should be recovering because of what you did. She points towards the chicken. She shouldn't be able to be back up and running until at least until you guys confront him, because all she wants is your blood. As she points towards the professor.
No. What
that's her job.
Possibly want blood for?
Not happening.
Don't worry about it.
Dear, what could her job be with that? Would you like to elaborate on that, please?
We'll talk
He's a
about
time
when we're
czar,
not
and he
reading.
has special blood. He can regenerate, from what I've heard, or he cannot be dead anymore, or whatever. And they want to study that. And though they probably can't capture you alive, they at least want to study the DNA portion of your body.
Good luck with that. All right, listen. We're going to have a talk about personal information.
What? They don't already know
I need
already?
Some of them don't, actually. Thanks.
I just said a name.
Shut. up right now.
Ugh, and she rolls her eyes.
That made Crystal really mad.
She's a teenager. She's a moody teenager.
Sweet. That's so sweet, though.
Like, this is, like, Crystal's entire job revolves around personal information, and she knows that, like, for as much as the professor, like, kind of doesn't, like,
Make a big
acts,
deal about it.
yeah, that he is something that he is very conscious of, like, being careful about, and so, like, she has walked up to them and is just like, I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, that, like, kind of, like, sort of, like, push, in close and, the, sort of, like, that is not appropriate information to be sharing right now, kind of, like, she looks pissed.
Literally, she looks like a teenager who doesn't give a fuck as she looks at Crystal. Like, in recognition, she's like, okay, I'll shut my mouth on some of those details, but you don't scare me.
Can Selli try?
I mean, I haven't rolled an intimidation or anything like that. It's just like, this is just a, like, no, this is more of a, use your head right now.
No.
Yeah?
I just rolled an intimidation.
Oh, beautiful.
What did you roll?
I got a nat 20.
No.
Beautiful.
So what do you say first?
I think she's just going to, like, if Crystal is sort of stalking up, but then is a little bit at a loss for words about how to articulate this, and this a child is clearly still being very belligerent. She's just going to sort of step around Crystal a little bit and just sort of fold her arms and just go, at present, we are in a situation where you are relying on us. I would suggest that if you wish to get out of here alive, that you behave yourself and follow instructions. Am I clear?
I need to roll something really quickly. Oh, okay, this is very appropriate. She got a nat 1.
No.
As she looked at you and, like, the edginess of your voice does, like, resonate with her, and does have some fear to it. It does, like, have some, like, not agitation, but more like, say, like, some recognition. It's like, okay, you have power and you're scaring me a little bit. When the moment you say follow instructions, she completely, like, she backs up to the wall in a very, like, trauma response way. She is absolutely fucking terrified of you, like you were gonna, like, rip out her heart or something like that.
Okay, all right. Is the chicken, the very small and fluffy chicken, is going to just sort of walk through the tension and kind of plant themselves in front of this kid. Hello.
She wasn't even like frowning or anything. It was just a very calm and like parental voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one's got parental issues.
Yeah,
Apparently.
like Raven is having a full-on panic attack.
Yeah, the child with no concept of HIPAA law should not be left out. TOC is going to kind of like sort of, I assume they're like up against the wall.
Yeah, they're up against the wall, like, trying to figure out a way out. Try to figure out almost like a way out.
There's just a very small and fluffy weight on the top of one of her Converse. And when they look down, there is a chicken. And they look calm. And they're not scared. And they're not threatening her. May I make some sort of persuasion?
Yeah.
Or... Yeah.
Can I do a help action?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Add a
man.
D4, you get a guidance.
Oh, sweet.
18 on the dice plus 2 dirty 20.
All right. To help, he says, "Sorry, my friends can be a little intense."
Yeah, dirty 20 would help as Raven, like her hands are shaking as they reach down to you and they hold you and like try to start petting you.
This
You can
chicken
almost
is
hear like
very
a heartbeat in their chest.
TOC's is slow. TOC's is calm.
I probably just want to mention, like, in the background, there is a little bit of ranting from Crystal under her breath about HIPAA violations and, like, like who on earth shares that sort of information with teenagers and, like,
I think Professor
personal privacy and all that sort of thing.
is helping Crystal sort of let off steam by like very understandably nodding, like, I know, right? Absolutely. Some people, just
She's just like walking, like pacing back and forth as like she's sort of muttering and gesturing with her hand. It's not okay. Like,
yeah.
probably getting repeated over and over again.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, say I'm not very say yeah, you definitely be say Raven's insight, Selli. Like whatever you're hiding, yeah, you hide it from her. As she's trying to calm, she's having like rapid like breathing, even though she doesn't technically need to breathe, but she like almost say acts like she does need to breathe and trying to calming down her panic attack as she pets TOC.
I think like none of the rest of the party really needs to try very hard to get over that 14 deception. I don't think she didn't mean to scare the kid that bad. But she's going to like keep the thing up if it means that they're not going to misbehave. So she's just going to maintain that aloofness and leave this little secret room and start looking around the other room and leave the calming down to more qualified folks.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
You have chosen the role headmistress.
Bad cop.
Yeah.
TOC, once Raven's breathing is a little calmer, TOC will sign. We have spent the entire day being very protective of our friend. It is a travesty that his information has been bandied about the way that it has. I know that you are a resourceful and intelligent woman because you have made it this far. But in the future, please try to remember who gave you that information and who has taught you to be so cavalier about other people's privacy. I think that you are better than he is.
Raven does doesn't respond verbally, but does give a little head nod.
Thank you.
Raven, say, is there anything we should look at in this workshop room?
I mean, unless you're curious about my development, as she points towards the console, not really.
Is your information on it?
I mean, yeah.
Give me a second. I can memorize it. He's just gonna
go. Before Professor does, I think like Crystal's just gonna hold up a hand, like, because she's also like trying to make a point, and then just looks at Raven and Raven, do you give us permission to access your files in order to use that information, provide the necessary care for you now and in the future? I mean, this is like...
Yeah, Prof pulls his hands up when she cuts in. Like, oh, yep, you're right.
Like this is like kind of like an example of like this applies not just to like the professor, this also applies to you. Like, you have the right to give permission to anyone you see fit on whether they have access to your like medical records, basically.
This is a teaching moment.
I mean,
Yeah.
She looks very proud. They were gonna do it if she didn't.
yeah. I think, yeah, Raven is trying to learn that lesson, but she's also trying to recover from a panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
Also, but she's like, yeah, sure, yeah, go ahead.
If you're sure, because if that is not something that you want, we will not.
How about this? Just so it doesn't get, I don't know, destroyed with the rest of this place, I won't look at it. I'll just put it on a thumb drive, and we can give it to you later, just so you'll have it, you know?
I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm fine with it, yeah.
Your
Professor...
safety.
Professor's gonna glance at Crystal like, is that enough?
Yeah, like, I think she will, like, take a moment just sort of, like, gathering her thoughts and just, no, it does matter. It's your person and your privacy, and that always matters. And then sort of, like, nod to the professor like he can go for it.
Yeah. He's gonna do that. He's gonna stick it on a data stick and it basically he's about to pocket it kind of on habit, and then thinks about it and like holds it out to Raven if they want.
She sort of looks at the stick and look at you confused a bit.
Look, it's your I don't know, it's almost like your medical history. It's kind of important to have if you ever need to get fixed. I mean, because not everyone's gonna know how to work with your situation.
I mean, all right. She sort of takes it and pockets it. I mean, I'm just I mean, there's nothing really that like it's weird, but I'll say yeah. It's just when you've been locked in kind of a void black stasis, not really awake but not really asleep for around, I don't know, 10 years or so. It feels weird.
I'll try 100. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Selli is very politely waiting next to the out of the room. She's not saying anything. She's just sort of standing there, and she's kind of half got her back turned to the room we found Raven in, so like she isn't looking directly at anyone coming out of that room.
Yeah. Raven sort of like looks at Selli, but also sort of doesn't like try to say, she's trying to like, doesn't like, she recognizes she's there, but she's also trying not to interact with her.
Raven, is there anything we should know about in the upcoming areas that you think is worth knowing about?
Well, the good news is there's no security here. The only security is Dee Dee. And you took her out pretty early. We probably won't see her again for a while. If I was a betting woman, she's probably gonna try to take one more shot at trying to get your blood before you fight my dad.
All right.
Where would she be being repaired?
Her room, but do not go in there. It's filled. She can fill it with neurotoxin.
Oh, the deadly neurotoxin room. Maybe there's cake in there. Okay, good to know.
TAC looks like they're giving their options.
Professor sort of tilts his head like, what's the chemical composition of that neurotoxin?
basically, it's deadly to anyone who has a physical body like you guys. I'm not very.
All right.
I mean,
Organic body or
organic body. I mean,
Professor was just asking because, like, there are some that he could probably handle, but he's just like, nope, that's not one of them. Okay.
I mean, like, I'm not very sure what its technical effects on Una Magic K are, but I know that anyone with a physical body like all y'all, it's not going to be good. You'll be
noted.
That's fine. Rather not be poisoned. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do we check out the Tesseract or the old book?
I suggest we don't go near the Tesseract. That's the technology computer room. That's the place where I'm going to be hacking into, making sure you guys survive during the battle. And that's also where Dee Dee's room is, so...
Oh. Well, it's a shame. I kind of wanted to see it. But all right, let's move on to the book.
I mean, if you guys want to see, you can, but you're going to take a risk with her in the room. She's going to try to get at you again.
Yeah, let's leave it till after the threat's been neutralized, maybe.
that's the professor's call, so Crystal's not gonna argue that.
Yeah. All right. Book time. Several of you should be happy about this.
You mean the book nerds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needless to say, they make sure that Lynn and Nathan are also coming along. You know.
Yep.
Nathan does like look at her. He's like, so how long? So when did he like birth you? Like, I haven't seen you the entire time that I've been here. And she sort of sighs like, we're technically more of a recent development. I think we're 16 technically, both of us. And he kept us a secret for this very sort of reason. If someone were to miraculously get in here, we could, in theory, take care of them. But I'm not about that life. So, yeah.
You hear that? We're miraculous.
Yeah. You would take that part away.
Eh?
Ignore them.
Yeah. They say she looks confused.
It's just the hand wave of nothing. It's they do this now.
Book time.
But yeah, you say the doors sort of slide open, and this room is very much different than whatever you've been seeing so far. This is a sense of luxuriousness with fur carpets, a roaring magical fireplace, comfortable couches with a like coffee table in the middle that's like very wood. There is a stack of like quartz like jeweled coasters in it. It's a wet bar on one end, but the walls are fully lined with bookshelves and it has books from top to bottom, along with scrolls.
Selli's in two minds right now. First thing, the first thought that she has is I'm going to take as many of these as I can physically get my hands on. Second though,
Oh my god.
he's made of goop. The second thought is he's made of goop. What the fuck does he need this for? So she's got this very odd contemplative look on her face.
Oh.
We rolling Persepi?
That was an investigation check from Crystal.
Woo!
Nice.
Beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic.
Nice.
Go nerd.
You unleashed the book nerd in the book room. She wants to see.
All right. Is there anyone else that'd like to roll perception or investigation?
Yep.
Yes.
TFC would do perception, please. They're dyslexic. They're just gonna let the ones who will have fun, while they keep an eye out for, homicidal robot girls. And other
Okay.
Professor is focused on the decor, apparently, because he got a nat 1. So he's just...
Selli also got a nat 1.
Oh, no.
Aw.
He's just
She doesn't care what they are. She's just going to start grabbing and putting them in her pocket. She doesn't care. She's just too confused about why is this room here?
Prof is just judging. He's like, I can see an effort was made, but it's not as impressive as mine.
It's too ostentation. He's trying too hard.
Yeah. Selli, since you're taking the books, can you please roll an investigation for me?
Another one.
Or a knowledge one. I would take either one of those.
Oh, it's because I did roll one before, and that was I'll roll a history. I'll roll a history. Okay, how about I do that? Oh dear, this is payback for scaring a child, ain't it? That's going to be an 8.
Yeah, say you don't really notice what's up with this room. Otherwise, like, oh, these books are really nice, and like they even have like a protective sort of ward so they don't age. That's really cool.
She's just going like if there's a library card, she's just going that one. That's a series. We'll take those. Just put them on the cart, push them away.
Yeah, but as you guys roll, I say everyone has like you guys rolled ridiculous rolls on this one. Gosh. Mm-hmm. So as you guys like look and examine the books in this room, like say Nathan is helping you out while say Raven is sort of just sitting on the sort of laying on the couch. Say just sort of chilling. She say as she watches you guys work and like she's open to questions, but she's like this is their sort of adventure.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, as you look through this, you guys sort of recognize that this is if there was a trophy room equivalent of a library, this would be it. The books here are some of them are ancient, some of them are rare, some of them are extremely old, and there's a wide variety of every single one. Like there are multiple like first editions in here. Like this is the trophy again, like a trophy room for book nerds.
First question, Winona. Would Crystal be able to tell if there was is this room made up entirely of rare books? Like, is there
Yes.
anything here that stands out as just being common, or is it all these are all pieces that are valuable and rare in some regard?
These are all valuable and rare in some regard. However, with a nat 20, Detective Lindsay hand, I will let you have this one. This thing because the great doctor has found the nat 20 roll secret in here. As you look through the book and you sort of touch him, you notice that one book is a bit worn than the other, and you pull the book down and you hear a click as a door opening.
Secret tunnel through the mountain.
Secret.
Sorry.
Author, you find a letter that is hidden between some of the
Who's author?
Some of the books. TOC, you find some hidden notes and letters within one of the books. It's like a book has been hollowed out to hide these sort of correspondence.
I'll take those.
And Crystal, you find a letter. You find something burnt. And let me get the thing. You find a burst piece. You look into the fire. You find this one single piece of burnt paper that's in the corner that you're able to grab at without getting yourself hurt. You read it. It says, it basically says where the summary that the ritual, despite complications, is coming along smoothly. They have confirmed that they do have enough blood from Nathan and his child to perform it. Though considering recent events, blood from all new pillars has been requested. They cannot risk missing the time frame for the next reoccurrence of the splitting.
Ooh, interesting. I think maybe like she sort of passed the fire as she was sort of going, like running through the books, then backtracked and like kind of like glanced in and like grabbed it out. Probably would have used Mage Hand to get it out, and would have had a look over it, and then Detective, I think this might be of use to you in particular.
Oh.
I'm just gonna hand it over.
Meanwhile, author, TOC finds...
TOC.
Yes. TOC finds a very recent letter that looked like it was about to be sent, but it hasn't been sent just yet. And basically the summary of, as you look at the letter, the summary of it says like, it's a handwritten letter that's more of a casual and pleasant tone than one would expect from like the creativity. Looks like he's the one who's writing this letter. Speaking not of the order, but more of a personal business between a lady named Madame Lebeau, which you would recognize would be the Perception, and him. Madame Lebeau speaks of his daughter, Dee, growing into a fine woman as she is excelling in her teachings of espionage, assassination, and becoming a proper lady. Telling that about mastering the trick the Madame has taught her now, and will be able to be powerful as him once she gains experience. Even saying if Dee ever were to choose to become a member of the Order, she would become an amazing asset to them, and the Madame's daughters would love to have someone around her age in the Order. In other news, the Dionysus Gala preparations at the chateau are going smoothly, and the date has been set to later in the year.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Well, they look over this letter carefully, and then they go over to the professor. Can you read this to me?
Yes.
Let me get to know all of what you just said.
Yep.
And detective, as you look before Crystal hands you over the note, you do look inside the doorway as you look basically into a giant warehouse of, you assume what used to be was more books and knowledge, but it looks like it has been like picked clear, like it's now an empty warehouse.
Great, she loves those.
Selli is just taking books. This bitch does not deserve to have this knowledge. She is taking it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Lynn does just like quip at one point to just like distract herself from warehouse. Does just like spot one of the books as she's going past and just like puts it in an order with Selli for it, because that is going to be a great gift for Craigery. And that other one is going to be a great gift for one of her long-time sketches, and it's going to put them in good stead. So it's like, this is going to be a great way to curry favor with a few people.
Yeah, and Lynn, you sort of get the realizing that this portion of the library, in quotation mark, is more for show. Like, you don't think there's going to be any substantial information found in this library. All the important information about like probably the ritual and what their like scientific endeavors were probably already taken by looks of the empty warehouse.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna convey that to the party of just like very much point, conclusion. This bitch empty, yeet.
I did also have one last question about the books. With the investigation that I got, is there a clear pattern on the sort of books that are here, or is it more just a broad selection?
The genre between the genres and between the genres and contents of the books, it's a very broad category. Like there's a bit of everything in here. What's interesting is that these are extremely rare and very hard to find books. Like I said, some are very first edition, some are like extremely old, like maybe even from past erasures. He's been keeping a very like prestigious collection. Like I said, kind of like the trophy room of libraries.
You guys are all busy working on the plot. You look up and Selli has cleared 3 bookshelves.
I do think that Crystal probably would have tucked away some books that pertain to like her area of like research and stuff, but she would have left a lot of the other ones for Selli to pilfer, basically.
Yoink.
The professor...
mine will be very quick. Sorry, Oatmeal. Just a reminder that TOC is keeping an eye out for any ambushes / crazy robots. Anything like that as they peruse the library.
Nope. It's completely clear, like Raven has said.
Cool.
The professor goes over to Raven and kind of like eyes the others pocketing books and just says like, so none of these are like cursed, are they?
Nah. Just really, really old and rare copies of books that he's been collecting over the many years.
Well,
If there was anything cursed, it'd probably been back in the warehouse.
Well, that makes some sense. Well, pity we don't have that stuff, but it would be nice if this place could be preserved and extracted.
I mean, I can see what I can do. Like, I'm gonna try to make sure this place doesn't explode. So,
I mean, to be fair, at this point, all of the books are going to be in Selli's pocket by the time we can leave this room.
Yes,
I mean,
Her theory is that if it does go to shit, she's at least saved the books.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The professor has no problem with that at all. He's just like, the rest of it, though. Well, out of the stuff we've seen so far, if we could try to, I guess, keep this part from blowing up, as a sort of second priority to us, and then maybe this place, and anything else really important.
I think Selli's clearing it out, so it's honestly slowly going down the priority order. Oh, that's a good one. Selli, get that one.
How big is the library?
It's the size of a
Big
den.
enough.
It's the size of a room, a den.
Oh, well, goddamn. I was thinking of something a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine.
It's his personal It's his personal library.
For
The thing is
those
that-
of us who have no concept of how big a den is that like the size of a bedroom?
Living room.
Yeah, living
Yeah,
room.
like
Living room.
like a private office.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, personally, I think like it's not so surprising that this is like not that big, but mostly because like if these are all as rare as Winona's been saying, then like that's going to be like this is still a very sizable collection for something that rare.
Absolutely. I guess I am just biased by the professor's library, which is similarly stocked. Let's say.
Yeah, I was also imagining like the Boston Public Library. I'm not gonna be real.
Yeah.
Though
Okay, good to
I
know.
just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I just think, like, one, the professor is not a standard measuring
No.
stick, and two,
True.
is the professor is also, I think, less picky about, like, having books that are common in his library as well.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
He just also has this stuff.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Is a author, if you can make another, like, investigation roll on the letters, though, is a just one more investigation roll.
If you want a D4, it's yours.
Oh, yeah, I love a D4. Actually, save it. That was a 17 on the dice plus 13.
Nice.
Oh.
So, 30.
Yeah. You do find, like, the letter on top. TOC does find the letter on top, but upon, like, sifting through the letters themselves, you do find more pieces of information. About other contacts through, contacts with the organization that aren't more business than personal. You look into this, and you do find that, here's the information I'm going to say that you guys find. It's like, you do not know where the creativity does not know where the main base of the organization is, nor does he care to know. The only thing he cares about is making sure his resources and research material are able to get to the material, and get to another admin called the material. However, it looks like all information and all basically sort of a supply chain. Basically, Madame LeBeau is the next. He's the resources guy. He gives the resources to Madame LeBeau, or the perception, where she is able to get his research and the material to the next admin, which is the capability, who basically is the supply line. He knows where where the main base is, and he's the only one who knows where it is. But the perception but it looks like Madame LeBeau is the only one who knows where the capabilities schedule and where he is going to dock to give the resources to him to take to the main base.
He's the PO box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so POC will look over these letters very carefully, and then they'll go over to Detective Stagehand. Can you read these, please?
Absolutely. And she takes them, and then there's I'm locked in.
Nice. Honestly, I think part of the reason the professor hasn't been going through the books is he's a little wary. He's been told that they're fine, but I think he's a little standoffish on things that belonged to the creativity at this point. So he's just like, I'm gonna let them handle it.
Yeah, but that's
Meanwhile,
all.
we can do a thorough investigation of them at a later point.
Yeah, and you guys got all the information possible within this room. And how about we guys take a quick little break? We do a quick little break. You think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am aware we do need to we had a point at the end, like a hard point. But yes, we take the break.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
My hard point is in another 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get through this room. This is the main sort of heavy loading, lore room.
Got it.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
well, we got a lot of information. We learned that basically we've got to go up a chain, and we have a time limit.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyways,
hopping off.
I'm gonna pause really quickly. Hello, we are back. From the break.
Wow. That was pure
And
reflex.
everyone, we just came back from the break, and we are heading to what I call the biology room, as you guys leave the library and go to the second to last room, but you sort of know what's in the texts her after room, so you guys want to ignore that. Is honestly fair. And then you go into the biology room, which you see a lab that is filled with plants. It's different kinds of like plants, but also different types of things to make potions, chemicals. There are some dissected creatures. In some containers. Very much is a very much sort of the potion / arcana sort of place to be.
Biochem.
Yeah. If you guys want to make...
Guess we're
Professor
looking
does
around the
wanna
room.
Look around. Perception or investigation?
Either one.
All right, I'll give you investigation because it's better.
I'll give you. I'm going to give you perception just because it's a fun one to go with.
Oh no, wait, that's a 9.
I used my one good roll of the session last room.
I used my one good roll of the session to scare a teenager.
Yeah, you traumatized a teenager.
Good
Cool.
character.
I don't think Lynn's the right person to be.
That was the Vwild. The Lynn is in the boat of, okay, we traumatized a teenager. We'll unpack that later on with them and a therapist.
Yeah, I just find it the irony that it was specifically Selli because of what happened to them, but that's besides the point. Basically TOC, Selli and Crystal are very much sort of entranced by the different flora in this room. This is flora that it has some magical basis to it. Like, these are sort of magical plants that are used whether directly or as ingredients for other magical, stuff. Whether that be healing or, more potions for combat or something else.
Can POC make cuttings?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing because, like, before you do that, Oatmeal professor, detective, you see all this. You also see a, like, fully glass, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, there's a glass window, and on the other side of that glass window looks to be a much larger, like, underground, greenhouse.
Ooh.
And Professor, Lynn, these are, you noticed in particular, these are plants that shouldn't be here, technically. They are, similar to the books, these are incredibly rare and or endangered plants, magical plants that are in here and being grown and cultivated. But you also are able, but you two find, more specifically, notes between some biology tables upon what looks to be quilt experimentation on Umbra.
Oh.
I will say maybe Crystal is not, like, looking at the plants because she immediately clocked TOC going to reach for, the shears and being like, no, you don't know anything about them. What if they're poisonous? What if they're magical?
What if they're strictly allergic for chickens only?
They sigh and put on gardening gloves.
TOC, just at least these are very rare and endangered plants. I would just, at the very least, be careful and don't. They could be very delicately growing here. Don't snip anything that won't survive a snippening. All right.
They nod. And they will be careful not to snip anything that looks like it would poison them before they can get it out into, like, the open air. If it's a little poisonous, then it'll probably be fine in hammer space. Like stinging nettles, you know, like you get it.
Yeah.
But
Lynn will be asking for samples at a future point, but right now it is the time of observing the happenings and looking at this entire, like, details about Umbra.
yeah, if you want to make an Arcana check, or I would also argue history, is it either you two?
Cool.
Alright, let's see which one's better. I think.
So that's gonna be.
Alright, that's a 16. And I'm doing history.
Cool. The other one was what was the other one again? Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Arcana.
Cool. Beaut. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So what you two both get out of this is basically the experimentation that Quill / the creativity has been doing on the on Umbra's body is technically not finished yet, but timetables have basically have been able to be like quickened to make it usable. Basically he's infused with her magic to produce artificial growth in both their power and size. And Arcana wise, like, Professor, you realize there are like things like tubes connecting to this body, it looks like. And Lynn, you realize, oh, those are sort of health potions, like basically technically keep her body alive, but also keep it in but not quite dead. It's like sort of an in-between state.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And basically, Umbra herself is dead, but they're trying to keep her body alive. And these tubes leading into her body are basically a health potion to do that. They literally took out her brain and replaced it with a more partial technology, but also partial biological brain to like fully control her body.
Biomechanical?
Yeah,
Is that the word you're
biomechanical.
looking
Thank
for?
you.
I have a question. Is her body in this room?
It's not in the room, but you got the notes on the body itself. These are sort of the
Okay.
blueprints and like research notes in this room.
Okay. This is telling us what he was doing
Yeah.
with it. Got it.
Out of curiosity, within it, we know about the tubes, we know about the brain. Are there any notes of the how to terminate the body if she started becoming too aware again?
She is basically dead. She is basically dead. She is the only thing aware with her, like, the body is fully within his control right now. But you do sort of get the sense that if you cut the tubes that are connecting to the body, it looks like he won't be able to like heal the body, at all. So you would have a chance to defeat her.
Cool, beautiful. Making those notes.
Yeah, there looks
Figuring
to
out
be
that tensile strength.
Yeah,
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, there looks to be 6 tubes that are connected to the body to make sure the body doesn't decompose and make it usable.
Beautiful.
So
Those
it's a corpse puppet more than a.
Yeah.
If Lynn had
I had
every time she met a corpse puppet.
Candle, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was just waiting for Vwild to finish what she was saying first, just to make sure I didn't overrun it. I was wondering if I could roll a medicine check on the plants now that it has been mentioned that they are probably it's been mentioned out loud that they're probably some sort of medical thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Thank you. that's a 25. Nice.
Yeah. All the plants that you have seen, at least within the lab itself, right now are medically based. Magical plants. Like all these plants are well known for their potency in healing, in particular. Some a bit more rare than others, but at least in the lab, they're all healing based plants, or at least they are ingredients for healing based potions and materials and stuff.
All right. I do think that if TOC is still getting samples, Crystal will be able to direct them to like this one's this one's this thing and this one's this thing kind of thing of like what properties it has as they're going around.
Yeah. Roll me a d12.
All right. 12?
Okay, you actually know every single one of these plants. There are 6 rare plants and 6 common plants. The 6 common plants are usually mixed in to make like health potions, greater health potions, like all the health potions. The other 6 plants are a very rare variety of healing plants that are classified as endangered. That are endangered because of their potent, like they are able to boost those potions like way above what they usually do.
Yeah, okay, this makes sense as to why this is the knowledge that she has on plants, is because it pertains to her job. So, yeah, she's suddenly very much more interested in this and, making sure that they're handled, appropriately, and preserved, because they're useful, they're endangered, they can help people, we should make sure that these are going to be okay. Also mad that they're down here and probably not being used to help people and more help this organization because they're rare and, of course it's being gatekept.
Yeah, but you have learned all the information that you can find in this room now.
All right. The professor has one question. Oh.
Sorry, just a very small detail, but TUC is going to pull a Wardian case out of their hammer space, just to make sure that the cuttings, and they'll probably take like some seedlings and things, survive until they are able to be planted, because they can see how much this means to Crystal. So they're basically, if you don't know what a Wardian case is, imagine a little, like a cross between a storage crate that you could put on a long sea voyage and a greenhouse.
Oh, I love that. I want one.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I would store rocks in it, crunch on them.
Yeah, so it's a small detail, but these plants are surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We're still getting her plants. Anyway, Oatmeal, you go.
Yes. If does Crystal say aloud anything with regard to how the plants can be used for potions and stuff?
Oh, definitely. If she's she's telling this to TOC, so she's probably not being loud, but she's not being quiet either.
Mm-hmm. All right, the professor has a question. Crystal, is there anything in here that could potentially boost the effects of, more specifically, that, you could use without damaging the plant, to potentially boost a potion that I have for, when we,
So increase the healing capacity of a potion?
That's not actually what it does. Can I, let's see. This is a little bit of a secret, so I'm just going to ping to you, what it is.
Gotcha.
All right.
It's not homebrew. The DM knows about it. It's on my
Gotcha.
sheet.
No, I
It's on my, yeah. Let's see. Candle.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I'm not sure because these
Oh.
are Winona's plants.
Okay, I'm telling you the potion does.
Yeah. I got the potion.
Right.
I'm
Right,
I mean, I would expect that like it's in still the same sort of like general effects of
Alright, I'm gonna message Winona
yeah,
then
I
so
think
that
so.
Alright, so that
My
Winona can
personal
make a
opinion
judgment.
is yes, but yeah.
Alright.
I will say that it could boost a potion like that. However, it would take time to do so. That's the thing. You could, with the rare plants in there, you possibly could, but unfortunately, it would take time. It would take a lot of time.
Okay, alright. If it would take a lot of time, if it would take like more than an hour, then the professor would be like, nah.
Yeah. Definitely you
yeah.
could in the future, but not right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think there's a moment where Crystal pauses and technically there's a lot of things that could be helped and boosted by these plants, but the tools required and the time required is something I'm not so sure. Well, the tools are here. The time though, most of these would take more time than I think we realistically have.
Alright. With the question.
No, it was a good question. Just unfortunately, she just makes like a gesture of we're not exactly in the best situation for taking advantage of it.
Alright. Well, in that case, shall we all get ready? For the central room?
Alright. Let me get to alright, and Raven sort of huffs. Alright. Let me get to the control center. Let me get to the control center. In the south of here. And I should be able to help you guys get inside that room. Though, honestly,
Are you going to be okay by yourself?
probably. Again, according to what I've overheard with my sister and my father, her only job is to try to get your blood, and she points toward the professor, and get out of here. As much as she loves and wants to fuck with me, she wants to she also understands an order.
Glances at Selli and the reaction from before.
Selli is not saying anything. Like the like she didn't want the child to be belligerent and like interfere with what they were doing. If she's legitimately going to go and do that, she's not going to say anything. So
yeah,
but she will like nod, I think, at Raven, just sort of make eye contact and then nod once.
Raven sees her nod and just sort of gives a little nod back. But then looks back at the rest of the group, like, should be fine, my own. But you guys just prepare for the fight. You can meet me in the room when you're done. I'll just try to make sure this place doesn't blow to high heaven.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Fun.
TOC will just be keeping an eye out for creepy, clownish robots, hanging from the ceiling, straddling the walls. Because Raven did... Say again?
5 Nights of Freddying up in this joint.
Yeah.
Just because it was predicted that she would try to get at the professor's blood before the fight. And we're kind of there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but hey, maybe TOC conked her noggin enough that she's still in repair. Maybe they made good time.
Windows updates.
Say again?
Get some Windows updates. Get those 206 updates that you cannot restart while they're going on.
Yeah, but anyways, you guys come into...
Well, actually, can we do some spells first?
Oh yeah, I'm just getting the room ready.
Okay. Because I'd like to see if anybody, as a bard, I'd like to see if anyone wants any support spells. Like Intellect Fortress or Motivational Speech. The descriptions of which I will slot into the roll zone for you guys to essentially pick from.
Oh, I remember Motivational Speech. That one was wonderful.
Yeah, that one's real good. Let me see here.
Which is wisdom saving throws.
All right. Last time, I think we had motivational speech on the the more vulnerable people. I think was it Crystal had her own protection, so it was
Yeah,
like
I can't
Selli-
take that because I've got the temporary hit points from my subclass. Yeah.
So it was Selli, Professor, and Lynn, which is I think. Let's see. I can cast it at the highest level I can cast it at is 6th, but I only have 1 slot. Let's see. Wait, how many people? How many people was it? Up to 5. Up to 5 in range.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. I could do Professor and Selli and Lynn again. I could also do TOC and Nathan. That's 5.
Do it.
Nice.
All right. Let me just pick out which
You can you cast both of them, or you got to pick which one you cast?
Well, there I can do motivational speech first because it's just you cast it and then it's done. It's going for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Intellect Fortress, I think I can put on top of it. That one is concentration, however. But I can do both.
Mm-hmm.
Also, can everyone roll, say, so we can get this combat pretty smooth? Can everyone roll their initiatives?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I know it's a concentration and you're willing to say no, but I think having the intellect fortress up on, in my opinion, at least Lynn, or yourself if you would like. I just we already know that there's some messing around with whatchamacallit.
Podcast bitch.
God. Yeah, like mind control stuff. So, like, and I think Lynn is our heaviest hitter. So,
Yep, I think that's good. Does anybody else want Intellect Fortress? Because I think I can get a few people in it, but it doesn't automatically give me 5 people, so I have to level the spell up if I want to do more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
TC would like it if you got it, but they consider themselves the lowest priority.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes.
a similar sort of boat of the. I think it would be nice for Crystal to have, just because she's not going to get the wisdom from the temporary hit points, and she does have a couple of things that I think she can use to help protect other people.
Sounds like I have 3 takers. Selli, you want in on this?
Yeah, if it doesn't make a difference in spell slots and stuff. Otherwise, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll have a look and determine that. Let's see. I know I can cast motivational speech on all of you.
Oatmeal, can you really quickly roll your initiative?
Oh yes, sorry. Let's see. I
will say, TSC has something called Zealot's Presence, where they unleash a battle cry, and up to 10 other creatures of your choice within 60 feet of you that can hear you gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the end of your next turn. That they can only do that once per long rest, but that could help bridge the gap in case things get knocked down, people lose consciousness, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the pocket for later, like potential save later.
Yeah.
Trump card later.
Yeah. All right, let's see. It's gonna take me a second to make sure I have this figured out. All right, 4th or higher. 1 additional each slot above.
Selli would say, Whis, what's your dex?
My dex?
Yeah, we've got 5 each.
0.
Okay, alright, so, okay.
She's got a 10 in dex. Her modifier is a 0. It was a straight D20. She's built for very small, narrow things. So, do you know how seriously Selli is taking this? Do you know how seriously Selli is taking this? She actually, when she woke up on the long rest and added her spells for the day, she put inflict wounds on her spell list.
Ooh.
For the first time in her life.
Ooh la la.
Like, no.
Nice.
Nice, baby. The students texted me too much with that one.
All right. I cannot afford to do 4 I can get everybody with motivational speech, save Crystal. Intellect Fortress is the one that's iffy. I cannot afford to do all 4 people who were interested. I am definitely going to do... Okay. I'm definitely going to put it on Lynn and Crystal. Crystal, because she doesn't have the other protection.
Cool.
Selli, do you still want in? Because I can make that happen, but it's going to be a higher...
Nah. Don't worry about it.
All right. Okay. Int on 2. Let's see. That puts me out of a 4th level spell. All right. Intellect Fortress on 2 people. That is on Crystal and Lynn. You have resistance to psychic damage, advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. That's it. It'll last an hour, although it is concentration. So if the pressure goes down or something, or it takes damage. Heck, I'll let you know that that's gone.
Also,
Cool.
That's fair.
I would like to say I'm gonna go down the line, but if you guys can call out your AC, TOC AC.
16.
16. All right. Lynn.
16.
All right. Professor.
Has it been an hour since they
It's been probably about an hour.
Okay, I think the thing. Let me check. Does it last 2 hours or does it last an hour?
I think it just only lasts an hour if I remember.
I think you're right. I just want to double check. 1 hour. No, you're right. Well, damn. All right. Too bad. All right. AC is also 16.
All right. Crystal.
Funnily enough, I also have an AC 16 currently with mage armor up.
Selli, and Selli, if I remember correctly, you're 18 because of your armor.
18, yes.
All right. Damn, we have all 16s except for Selli.
Wait a second. Hang on. I did not have my armor equipped, and TOC would have their armor equipped. Can I change that real quick?
Yes.
Where the hell is their armor?
All right. Did that?
I'm gonna scream. Am I gonna have to, like, search? Hang on. I am so sorry. Technical difficulties.
You can't see it, but I'm doing the most absolutely awesome dance. That is filling the gap. This was my dance sequence time, and I am absolutely acing it.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, for those of you with motivational speech, which is TOC, Professor, Selli, Lynn, and Nathan, you are getting now 15 temporary hit points. And you will have the effects of the spell as long as you have those hit points.
Gotcha.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, my browser is not responding. Okay.
What kind of armor was it? Do you remember?
God. It was light armor, which is plus my dex modifier. Okay, so that would be a 19.
All right, 19.
Nice.
I was about to say, that's pretty low for you, but I just want to make sure.
I hiss, I scream, I need to export this character sheet.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But that's for later. That's for later.
All right, is everyone ready now?
Yeah.
I want to take a potion.
All right.
I want to take the potion I sent you. The professor takes out a let's see if any characters want to in case they want to know what this is. The potion's syrupy liquid looks like liquefied iron. It's in a small flask. So the professor takes this potion, and if you can ask, or you could try to identify it, but yeah.
Lynn,
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
there is someone taking a strange liquid. Of course we're going to investigate. We may like the professor. We're not stupid. So would that be investigation or arcana? What was it again?
Probably Arcana. It's a potion, magic potion.
Cool.
23.
23 and what? 19?
17.
17. Okay, I think that's enough to get it. It's a standard potion. So the professor has the potion of invulnerability. For 1 minute after you drink this potion, you have resistance to all damage.
Nice.
Very sexy.
Where do you get that from?
He bought it with DP.
Nice.
It's a rare
Very
item.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, now is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, then let's get this underway. As you guys go down the hallway and you wait for a minute, as say Raven runs and gets the door open for you, but you are able to hear the sliding doors open after like a minute or so, say a minute or two or so, and you walk into this giant laboratory room where you are sort of on a raised outer edge, and there is a in-sunk deepened thing where it's like there are stairs going down to what looks to be like magical coils all around the lower edge, sparking with electricity around the area. A raised sort of like pedestal platform where you see a body the body of what is left of Umbra, and and the creativity that has infested it, and I shall post pictures. Thank you, Chloe, for drawing this for me.
Oh.
It's fucked up. Really bad.
No, dude.
By the way, did Lynn tell us the others about what her and the professor found from the
Prof would have said,
documents?
if not.
Cool.
Absolutely. It's that you don't go into a situation going, haha, I have more cards than everyone else in the party. That's stupid mode, and we ain't about it.
Yeah, just checking.
Yeah, this pink
It is.
Yeah, this pink dragon is grown much larger with its neck elongated almost in a kind of tentacly way, eyeballs with black gunk all over it, with a giant mass on its back, and red core, translucent cords, connected all over to the body as it starts to looks like quote wake up as the eyes open, and it lifts its head and looks at you guys. And it's like,
Can I interrupt 1 second?
Yes.
Okay. I wrote a speech for motivational speech, and I forgot to say it. Can I say it now?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Go ahead.
All right, we go back a couple seconds. All right. We've got this. Selli, you won a war in your homeland and took down a dragon, and then took her place as headmistress. Crystal, we beat a devil prince and a bootleg beholder. TUC, you're a rock. Steady, down to earth, and great for bonking dragons on the head. Nathan, you and I had an entire conversation once. Detective?
Nathan just shrugs. He's like, yeah, that's fair.
Detective, do I really need to say anything? If anyone I've met is the detective, it's you. Please don't tell the other detectives I said that. They'll probably agree, but I'll never hear the end of it. All right. As you were.
Honestly,
so
absolutely
good.
perfect.
The whole conversation.
Honestly,
I love that.
Amazing.
Oatmeal, you gain an inspiration for that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
You gain an inspiration for that. That was good. But anyways, yeah, we go back to the present as the current the creativity, its full true form. Rises at it. This is a huge creature that is within you, right? That you see right now, like classification wise, this thing is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks at all of you as like, I'll be honest, I didn't think that you would get this far, but here we are.
Miss me?
More than you know. Let's say, if I can say, let's just say, if I can't have you, no one can. He's actually gonna use one of his layered actions. It's one and only layer actions, and Professor, I need you to make a perception roll.
I see. Okay. Will do.
Lynn, you're saying that line to your turn because Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
All right. Let's see. Perception. That's a +4 for a total of 12.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. So, unfortunately, you are gonna... Let's see if she makes this attack.
Mm.
Hmm. If it's a bitch, I have silvery barbs prepared.
Mm.
Is indeed the bitch. As
I have silvery barbs prepared.
they say, this is a surprise attack, though. But I think you can still use a reaction for silvery barbs.
Nice, because she's got a passive of like 22.
Yeah. Basically, she uses greater invisibility to hide herself, and she's right in front of the professor and lunges for him.
Silvery barbs.
1 second. There she is. She does miss again.
Beautiful.
As she has a
Nice.
syringe in her hand.
Ah.
As she she lunges at you and jumps upon the wall. It's like, oh, Philly, I'm sorry, Dad. And he chuckles. It's like, you tried your best, sweetie. It was a last-ditch attempt, and honestly, probably pretty pathetic. Go now, and you save yourself. I don't want anything to happen to my beautiful daughter. As she's
Or you could switch sides. Just saying, we're pretty great.
It's on the table. It's an option.
We have dental.
It's an obvious note as the dragon head roars and combat begins. As Dee Dee uses her last slot of invisibility to go invisible and exuberantly fuck off.
She came. She fucked up. Twice. She left.
Within 5 feet of TOC.
What was that?
Where
Was
Where
she
was
within 5
TOC
feet of
standing?
TOC?
Oh, let's see on the map.
In combat, TOC is right here. Yeah, and combat begins.
What? Oh.
Wait, no. I think Author was trying to figure out if TOC could get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
I don't think so. No. I think TOC. I think is just out of range for an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Listen, get that bitch at a future occasion. She's gonna go to those fancy balls. We can beat her up in waltzing outfits.
yeah, I also feel like she's gonna definitely try for the professor again at some point, so you'll get your chance.
We'll get the revenge story after we kill her dad.
Yeah.
She's gonna go Inigo Montoya on our asses.
Who's gone first?
TOC is going first.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, quick question: Are we doing combat?
Yeah.
We good for combat?
We're good for combat.
We are stopping in an hour.
That's
Damn.
what I'm just checking.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going to do combat if we're doing combat, but I don't know if we'll be able to do a 5-person combat in 5e in an hour.
Damn it! I was really hoping we'd be able to squeeze it in.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
give it a shot, but
No. No, yeah, I would love to give it a shot, but I understand with Whis is not able to.
If we got a hard cutoff, we don't want to, this is a final boss battle. We don't want to try and rush it, I think.
Exactly.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
this way, if we cut now, we can do some stuff afterwards, too.
Yeah.
Possibly.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, everyone. I lied to you. This is not going to be the finale.
It's okay. It happens.
That's okay. This happens all the time.
Yeah.
We look at all of our one-shots that ended up being 4 sessions long.
Yeah.
Look at the mini campaign that was meant to be 4 parts and I think is now at 9.
Yeah. But I am keeping this note that I have right here for the order for initiative, so we can get in right away next time that we're able to.
Yay.
Hell yeah. I've made a jot down notes of spells that are up from different people. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. But hopefully it will not take as long to get to the final battle, but thank you everyone for listening into this game. I hope you have a good time zone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.